My advocacy will be about environmental concerns. Our Mother Earth is currently facing a lot of environmental concerns, such as deforestation. The Philippines is among the countries that are losing their forest cover, ranking fourth in the world's top 10 most threatened forest hotspot. If this continues, the country's remaining forest will be wiped out in less than 40 years. The area lost to deforestation is every year, and it is twice the land area of Metro Manila. The Philippines is paying a high price for the destruction of its forest, and a number of major problems can be traced directly to deforestation. Today, the country faces food insecurity due to soil erosion, which means depleted nutrients and low crop yield. In many provinces, at least 50% of their topsoil has been lost, and 70% of all their total croplands are vulnerable to erosion. Typhoons sweeps the country in an average of 19 times a year. Due to forest cover disappearing because of the because of deforestation, soil erosion, mass wasting and landslide are becoming more frequent because of deforestation. So we must stop this. The Philippines is facing water insecurities because of degraded and poorly managed watersheds. More than 57% of the major watersheds are critically denuded. Nationwide water quality has deteriorated, and cities like Manila, Cebu, Davao, and Baguio are constantly facing water shortages. A country that once exported some of the finest woods in the world is now a net wood importer. What shame have we brought to our country? Tropical forests are rich in herbs, woody plants, insects, and animal wildlife are being destroyed by deforestation, destroying the myriad creatures and flora on which the indigenous community depends on. Forest loss also means loss of forest products such as rattan, raisins, and gums, a source of livelihood for indigenous people. Wildlife is quickly disappearing, and to date, the destruction of the ecosystem is taking a heavy toll on biodiversity. 18 species of fauna are already rare and endangered, while 43 species of birds are threatened with extinction. Now you know the effect of deforestation to our lives. Because of deforestation, food insecurity is inevitable due to soil erosion. As I've said earlier, 70% of our croplands are vulnerable to erosion. Nutrients from the lands are depleting because of these circumstances. Because of deforestation, water insecurity has been felt all over the country. Take a look on our city. Here on our city, on San Pablo City, Laguna. Farmers and residents complain of declining water availability and blame the operation of a mineral water plant by Nestle Philippines Incorporated. We are currently facing water shortages because of degraded and poorly managed watersheds. Because of deforestation, wildlife is quickly disappearing. As I said earlier, 18 species of fauna are already rare, and endangered wildlife bird species, the 43 species of birds, are currently now being threatened with extinction, including the Philippine eagle, which is the national bird of the Philippines. How shameful. One of the most encouraging signs of the times is the near universal concern for the environment and the growing number of Filipinos who have committed themselves to its protecting to, to protecting it. I regard this as a flowering of patriotism for the object of environmental concern, which is the very land itself, making it the most fundamental form of patriotism. Indeed, no Filipino should hold back from a total commitment to save the beauty of this country, the richness of its earth, and the purity of its water. For himself and his posterity, it is said by Miss Corazon C Aquino. Yet there are those among us who lack this patriotism. They are the ones who have been stripping our country of its natural wealth, leaving nothing for the future but the destruction and ruin that we are already experiencing. I have a question for each and every one of you. Why do we need to protect the environment? Because healthy ecosystem sustains the fundamental for human life and civilization. They clean the air that you breathe, the water that you drink, the air and water that we depend on, and the important natural resources. Healthy ecosystems are necessary for food production, free of toxins, and finally, they provide beauty into our lives. No matter how much our technological advancement, our money, our profession takes us away from the environment, we all still remain its part. No matter how rich one gets and has almost everything, he or she desires all the latest gadgets, most luxurious houses, most advanced cars. They are still connected to the environment. Everything that one uses is a product of resources available from the environment. The phone that I am using, the paper that you are taking while you're in an exam, the books that you enjoyed reading, the television that you've been watching ever since. It is the source of your entertainment. All of this is a part of nature. We don't realize that because we just get the final product. But every product has a backstory and it starts from the environmental resources. So if that is entirely destroyed, everything you own is in danger too. We might be able to use only what we had created so far and not make anything new. Why? Because all the resources will be gone in the near future if you keep using them without thinking about the future. Obviously, the creation of human mind shouldn't cease, but we need to conserve the environment for these selfish desires. We must do our best to protect it for the future generation of mankind. That's it. Thank you.